Good afternoon. As you can see, you're not looking at my ugly face. I got the camera facing the other way around this time, so I can actually use the light and highlight some of the modular buildings. The last of which I found. My wife's pet shop building. So if we go from the mystery machine again, these are some of the Star Wars minifigures I've been digging out. I have actually dug out all my Star Wars Lego now, and I will show you that on a couple of shelves. It is me, and yes, I am blinding myself with the light. Woohoo. Not smart. Snazzy Aliens t-shirt today. Ooh, that's bright. So anyway, turn the camera back round, and I've got sunspots now. Yes, we've got the assembly square once again, the pet shop, detective's office, and the brick bank. These shelves aren't the most ideally length because so like 4 base plates, and then there's still the gap. So I will be buying more of these shelves to and what I'll do is there's actually a handy break right here where you can actually just have like 3 levels. So what I'll be doing is just getting 3 levels and work from there with shelves. So we'll go for that. We'll start looking at Star Wars Lego now. First of which is down here on its own odd shelf. I forget the name of it. It's obviously a walker from the Clone Wars, I believe. But yeah, that's that one. Funky Jedi up there. I don't know their names. I'm not overly up to date with all the Star Wars lore. Little pilot in there. Benny spaceship again. So if we stand up now, you can actually see the extent of my Star Wars Lego. I mean, you've seen kind of how big the shelves are. It's filmed 2 complete shelves of it, and it's just a hodgepodge of everything. His figure has fallen over and everything like that. So it's like that, bush. Like it's been a really rough Friday night for some of them. Yeah. So we'll just go look at that just now. Right, here we go. We'll start off with the very top one. And we have, once it comes into focus. I'm sorry about your eyes, people. It doesn't want to focus, does it? Stand back a bit. No, it's not going to focus, is it? So I just zoom in a bit. So once again we go over here. Whoa! I thought iPhone cameras were meant to be good. Okay, well what I'm going to do is I'll just show you it out of focus, unfortunately. You've got Krennic's command shuttle, you've got another walker there, you've got a couple of... Let's go over here. Troop transports. I think this is a V-wing fighter, this one. Right, I think this is an ATDP walker. God, this camera just cannot focus, can it? Oh, now it's focused. Am I going to have to like shove every Lego set in your face? It might be. Got a couple of Geonosis troopers. Oh, these guys have had a rough night. I wonder where they were. Oh, more rough nights. I've got some base plates which I could stand these figures up on. Oh look, there's a Gungan. Thankfully it's not Jar Jar Binks. I actually do not have a Jar Jar Binks minifigure. Some Resistance troopers. First Order transporter with a flamethrower dude. Some Resistance speeders. I've got like 3 of these. I didn't realise I had 3 of these. I only thought I had 2. Obi-Wan is Jedi Starfighter. You've got the Imperial hover tank with the Mad Base Malbus is the guy on the left. I forget. Chirrut Imru, I think his name is. The one on the right, the blind guy from Rogue One. There's Kylo Ren. I'm going to zoom in a bit on Kylo Ren. That's the Battle of Takonda set, just the wall piece of it. Got the U-wing fighter again. You've got an A-wing. Oh, and where is he? See, look, I located Darth Vader. And there's the U-wing fighter again. There's Lando Calrissian. I think that's his name. Lando Calrissian. There's Lando. So I found him. There's Han Solo and that again. So yeah, that's this level. Just things everywhere. We'll go down a level now, and I got the Millennium Falcon out with an older Han Solo. There you go, in the cockpit there with Rey. This one's great. I mean, oh, look at all these. These guys have just had a terrible night. I mean, look, I don't know what Obi-Wan Kenobi was doing, but someone's had him good. There's Yoda. Yoda is full. Oh dear. Nearly knocked something over. Yoda. Oh, gold. Disaster. Yeah, Yoda. And Obi-Wan just fell over. Oh, I knocked over a oh, what are the names again? Oh my gosh, I've forgotten the names. What is Chewbacca? Right, my brain's just abandoned me. I'm gonna have to remember that later on in the video and just blurt it out randomly. Wookiee, that's it, Wookiee. There we go. You have a Wookiee. Yeah, and the Millennium Falcon actually opens up, and you've got Rey in there. Oh, didn't realise I had a Resistance trooper in there. How did you get in there? Ah, sneaky. You should be up here somewhere. Ah, someone's hitching a ride on the Millennium Falcon. There's Finn, or FN2187 I think it was. And you've also, this is actually a piece unique to the Millennium Falcon, this printed little chessboard. So what is it, Space Checker or something like that? Yeah, so that's what that is. It's unique to the Millennium Falcon set, that printed piece. Now I've got Poe Dameron's unique black and orange X-Wing fighter with Poe Dameron himself at the helm and BB-8 behind him. This piece here is actually a printed canopy which was introduced, I think, for this set, so it was really greatly appreciated for lazy people like me who hate stickers. This is the First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter, which is actually really cool. So that's that, and then you've got, what's it, Mosa Elsa, something like that? Little bar scene. And yes, you've got Han shooting first here, poor Guido. And in here, I can actually lift this lid up. That is like a prototype for Jango and Boba Fett. Prototype figure, I'd have to drag him out one day, and that is Jango Fett there. You can only see his head right now because he's just standing having a little blether with his mate. Anyway, this is Darth Maul's Interceptor. Big old set that. Look at that, look at the size of that, that's quite big. This is a I think it's a Headhunter set, I forget the name of the figure. But yeah, that's another big old flying vehicle. I forget the name of it, but I know it's something Headhunter. These are Senate Troopers. Oh, this thing here is mental. You just twist this little knob here and all these fire off in rapid succession, never to be found again. Oh look, some stormtroopers who've had another rough night. You've got Anakin Skywalker here with R2-D2. You've got Finn in her speeder. These, I have no idea where these came from. I just thought they were cool, so I got them, but they're obviously part of the Star Wars universe from somewhere. If someone knows, please let me know, because I have no idea. But yeah, that's all the Star Wars Lego I have. It's out and about now. I just need to find space to put it all, so to speak. Didn't actually manage to dig out Optimus Prime yet. I'll have to do that another day. But yeah, so... Oh, this is bright, so I'm not looking into the camera. I'm just looking a bit of a weirdo just now. I hate this light, and you can't turn it off when you start recording, or at least I don't know how to. So someone please tell me how, because this hurts. Yeah, that's all the Star Wars Lego. This actually just turned out to be another Lego vlog again, hasn't it? Sorry. I know some people don't like that, some people do. Me, I do. But yeah, so I will dig out, and, well, not dig out, but I'll endeavour over the next wee while I'm home to arrange those Star Wars sets, because what I'm actually hoping to do is a bit sad, you could say, is have like almost like a spaceport area where I'd have like other ships from like the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. Cause I've got like the Milano, I've got the X-Men B-52, I think it is. No, not B-52, X-Men Blackbird. Their aircraft basically. So I'd be like a big spaceport type thing where they could like dock. And what I want to do is use part of that like Battle of Takonda wall and have like a dividing wall where you just like divide the Star Wars area or the spaceport area. Have like different barracks and things like that. This is all plans for the future. Different barracks, things like that. For all the different troops, such as, you know, these guys. Unfortunately, I have to say guys, because at that point of the universe, they were guys, all guys. Whereas now there are women female stormtroopers, one of which is actually Captain Phasma, which I can show you because she was part of the First Order Transporter set, which is here. This one here, First Order Transporter set. There's actually a lever at the back of this that you pull, and it drops down this ramp. Well, it's a bit awkward, so I can lift up this top, and that is Captain Phasma, who in the film is actually played by a woman called Gwenog Jones, I think, who's actually in Game of Thrones. There you go. If you didn't know that, now you do. There's a Game of Thrones character in Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Oh, that's blinding me a bit much, that. Oh, we're already up to 10 minutes. Right, so that's them again. Go back to me, unfortunately, for some. And yeah, I'll get another one of these shelving units, lay it along lengthwise, so it's only like 3 decks high each, or 3 levels high each, and arrange it in a more suitable manner where I can actually have everything on display. Because one thing I want to do as well is all these like road pieces I've got, you know, like these pieces here. One thing I'm going to do is arrange all my Speed Champion sets. You know, I've got quite a lot of them. I've got like the big Ferrari transport truck, the McLaren McLaren Formula 1 car, some of the individual cars, the Mercedes F1 team set, the 4 GTs. I've got the Porsches and things like that, and just arrange them like a big race grid, so to speak. So that'll be something to do for the future. But as for now, this is how it stands. This is probably how it's going to stand for a little while, because I probably won't have the time to organise it, and I certainly can't get the shelving unit just yet to put more stuff out, so to speak. But yeah, this is it just now, and this is me for just now. So I'm going to turn the camera around and say goodbye, and hopefully get my vision back in a second. Bye now.